2 races down, 2 to go in DPORL preseason thunder as 24 drivers move to the 2.66 mile long Talladega Superspeedway for a fun 38 lap event to compete for the 3rd win of the exhibition season. It's all part of DPORL preseason thunder and the DPORL Cup Series 2024. Hello everybody, this is Drew Webb and welcome to the 3rd exhibition event of the 2024 DPORL Cup Series. We are here at Talladega for a fun 38 lap shootout, but we've got a twist today. That twist is that these engines are unrestricted. You will see speeds of well over 200 miles per hour, maybe over 210 miles per hour, as we try and make it around all in one piece with our 24 drivers. That's right, we have 3 more that signed up, bringing us to 24. That's a field size I'm absolutely comfortable starting the season with. But we're just going to have to see who wins today. Gonna be an exciting event over these 38 laps. The question, can they make it on fuel? We don't know. Will everybody survive in one piece, or will there be a big wreck? That's the big question. But now, down for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there we go. We've been given the command. All 24 of these drivers will be firing up and rolling off of pit road as there goes the pace car, and here goes the 24 drivers. The starting lineup will be scrolling on the left side of your screen. We're going to go ahead and go through the top 10. On pole today, we have the 27 of Alex Smith, that unsponsored 27, having a fantastic showing in qualifying to get the pole position. And to Alex's outside is that 19 of RJ Beers, who won the pole at Texas World Speedway and is now starting on the front row here. Can RJ Beers get his first win today? Moving farther back, we have the 95 of Jack Haas. Jack Haas, of course, coming off that fantastic run at Texas World Speedway and looking to potentially steal a win here today. To Jack's outside is Nathan Ormond in the 24, looking for a good run to just build momentum for the season. In row 3, we have the 96 of Skylar Taylor, once again trying to rebound from that race at Texas World Speedway and have a good run. And to Skylar's outside is Caleb Rose in the 8 car. In row 4, we have Zach Magoon in the 12 car, the 12 machine. Didn't have a great showing last race, but we'll see how that turns out this race, if the 12 team can turn that around. And Justin Perez in the 42, who's been sneaky fast this year, trying to get the win today. In row 5, we have CJ Gritter in that 30 machine. Such a unique looking vehicle. I love it. And the 3 car of Eric Monaco. I didn't forget your name this time, Eric. Sorry about that the last 2 times. But either way, you've seen the rest of the starting lineup across the side of your screen. All 24 drivers off of turn 4 as we're going to get ready to get this event started. There goes the pace car. The pace car off onto pit road. Of course, the start-finish line not in the tri-oval. It's further down towards turn 1. I know that's one of the biggest cliche things to say at Talladega, but whatever, it's true. That'll decide the race. But we're rolling through the tri-oval right now. Alex Smith in that 27 car, RJ Beers in the 19 will lead them to green here at Talladega. And Alex Smith getting a great run off of turns 1 and 2 will clear. Same with Jack Haas. Skylar Taylor still side by side with RJ Beers. Here comes Jack Haas to the inside, already making a charge for the lead as the top 2 kind of building a little bit of a separation, but that pack will run them down. We will still have pack racing. It'll be much faster and much more technique based with the runs these drivers will get. Here comes Skylar Taylor to the inside of Alex Smith, and it looks like Jack Haas will lead the first lap of 38 here on DPTV. So Haas leads. Alex Smith second on that outside line, but it looks like Skylar Taylor is going to get the move to the inside to work. Taylor will now take second away. Zach Magoon onto that inside, and there's CJ Gritter in the 30. Aaron Abel right there looking to have a good run. That inside line is going to be rolling today. Maybe not as fast as it would be if we were with the restricted engines, but still definitely the dominant line. We won't get the NR shuffle as extreme if there's a dominant car up front, like Jack Haas, for example. If Jack Haas is up front here, just leading the pack around, we most likely won't get a major shuffle. But if, Haas gets cycled back, I mean, we could see a huge shuffle all the way through. I'm just, of course, using Jack Haas as an example because he's leading currently. But, of course, equal ratings in this series. Everybody has the same shot to win, and the game will decide it. But Haas still leading. We are single file for the first 5 cars right now. Here comes CJ Gritter making a move to the inside. And look at the momentum that you can get making the move to the inside all by yourself. I mean, Gritter's able to get to the inside and make a fantastic move on that 12 of Zach Magoon all by himself, which is very unique compared to, the restrictor plate racing and how you kind of need help. When we're unrestricted here, you don't need a whole lot of help to make that move to the inside, as we are going almost 4 wide back here. Oh my goodness. There's Nathan Orman to the outside. He'll get cycled to the back. But all these drivers at the back, maybe just trying to play it safe for now. You have Justin Perez back there, Samit Ozkin, Caleb Rose, all just playing it safe at the moment, trying not to get caught up in the inevitable big one, or maybe it won't happen. We'll just have to see. Further back up front, we have Matthew Hubert making a move 3 wide to the inside of RJ Beers and Skylar Taylor. Will Hubert be able to make that stick? Absolutely. He'll go ahead and make that move for 5th. Good move. And behind Hubert's that 43, that is Nick Kensington, one of our new signups through Reddit. I decided to make an advertising push on Reddit, and Nick Kensington was one of the 3 that signed up. That got us to 24 drivers for this event. Welcome to the series, Nick. Back here, you can see that 00, if I don't get caught on the pace car here, that 00 of Wyatt O'Connor, one of the 3 to sign up for this race as well. Wyatt O'Connor, one of those new drivers. And the 77 is Brandon Rose, who has no relation to Caleb Rose, just same last name, sort of like me and Brian Webb. But all 3 of these drivers trying to have a great race in their series debut. As we head back up front, there is some separation here between O'Connor and Smith, and then Lucien Bianchi in the 17 car, as here's Jack Haas and CJ Gritter leading the field currently. These drivers really just trying to build up big runs and try to make moves for position. As we can see, the top 5 all clear, make it top 6 at this point. Nobody making a move yet, everybody just content to stay in line at the moment. Hubert looked, but didn't quite make the move, as we are really single file training this thing. Wow, that is not how it was in testing, but it's quite unique for an NR game. So we'll just have to see how this works out, as Matthew Hubert now making a move to the inside. Same with Alex Smith. That's going to be for 2nd position, as that inside line's starting to roll again. The AI are very, very aggressive here at this track, just trying to make any moves they can. But of course, it is a little harder and more technique-based, especially with these Speedway engines instead of Superspeedway engines. Jack Haas is still leading the field up front at the moment. Will Hubert try and make a move to the inside? Yes, absolutely. Here comes that 36 car. We're going to have ourselves another lead change. Matthew Hubert to the inside for the lead. Alex Smith following. Looks like Alex is going to stay in line for now, as Skylar Taylor now trying to make a move to the inside. Here comes Nick Kensington to the inside 3 wide on Jonathan Carrison and Jack Haas. That move's going to work. Nick Kensington will get 4th position from that. So we have Hubert, Smith, Taylor, Kensington, your top 4 right now. Alex Sanvital in that 41 car. Now up into, looks like 6th position, but washed up the track big time there, as here comes Justin Perez, who was at the back not too long ago, now trying to make his way up front. Looks like Kensington got to the inside of Taylor, and Carrison gonna make it work. Top 4 breaking away a little bit from the pack at this time, but that pack catching right back up to this breakaway, as here comes Nick Kensington to the inside of Alex Smith. Kensington's going to make it work. That's going to be for 2nd position at the moment. Justin Perez continuing to make his way up through the field. Jonathan Carrison not able to peek in. Here comes Perez in that 42 car. Unbelievable run so far, but here comes Kyler Sustry now to the inside. Are we going to have 4 wide? Not quite. Alex Smith just barely able to peek in and not be stuck on that outside. But once again, as these cars are battling 3 wide, 2 wide, when you're single file, you start to break away a little bit from this group, which results in some interesting racing up front, especially between the breakaways, as the pack tries and runs them down. Here comes Sustry to the inside. Will Sustry be able to make that stick? Not quite. Kensington remains 2nd. Hubert remains in the lead. Wyatt O'Connor 4th on that inside. Looks like Alex Smith is going to get hung out to dry. We are 2 wide throughout a lot of the pack. Single file at the front at the moment. Nobody really willing to make aggressive moves so far at the moment. But it's Matthew Hubert leading as we enter lap 10 of 38. And the question really becomes, can they make it on fuel? I intentionally set it to where it might have been a little close. We'll see if they have to pit at the end. But we'll just have to see, wait and see, if drivers are able to save enough fuel. And you don't want to be leading in this situation. You want to be back in the pack, saving as much fuel as you can. We'll just have to see who can make it in the end. As Sustry making a move for the lead. And it looks like it's going to work. Kyler Sustry going to get the lead over Matthew Hubert. Here comes Justin Perez following. Nick Kensington, Nathan Ormond. Here comes Justin Perez 3 wide, but not quite able to make it work. And look at that. Perez washed up the track, and here comes Nick Kensington 3 wide. Fantastic stuff from these drivers as they get real close going into turn 1 right there. Now Nathan Ormond 3rd on the inside line. There's Bryce Egan. Haven't talked much about Bryce today, but now 4th on that inside line, making a run to the front. As here comes Nick Kensington trying to make a move for the lead. Will Kensington be able to make it work? Looks like it, as once again they get real tight into turn 3. Wow, getting real close, getting real racy. Hubert was almost forced 4 wide there. But here comes Bryce Egan for the lead. Will Bryce Egan be able to lead this lap? Let's see. To the inside, it's going to be Egan leading the lap. Bryce Egan leads lap 11. We're on to lap 12 now. Lucien Bianchi in that 17 right behind. Jonathan Carrison, Benny Watson on that inside line, as well as Brandon Rose, 5th car in that line, one of our new ones to sign up. Here comes Benny Watson looking maybe on Carrison. No, Carrison makes the move on Bianchi. So good move, Jonathan Carrison, as we're getting real racy now. 3 wide all the way through, getting really tight. I mean, they are really side drafting each other into turn 3 and into turn 1. It just gets so tight with these drivers mid-pack. They all want every position. But one of these times it's not going to work out and it's going to cause a big wreck, and that's what you don't want to see. Or maybe you do want to see it, depending on what type of fan or driver you are. I don't know. But Bryce Egan continuing to lead on lap 13 of 38. Jonathan Carrison in 2nd. Benny Watson 3rd. Brandon Rose in 4th. There's Samit Ozkin in the 6th position, having a great run today. Here comes Benny Watson now looking to the inside for 2nd position. Lots of aggression so far early on, but nice run for Samit Ozkin at this point. Samit Ozkin has had 2 awful races back-to-back in the exhibition series. It's been just a miserable start, but finally Ozkin's starting to show some potential, starting to make some moves up front. finally in the third race. So good for Samet, getting up there in that top 5. Now passing Benny Watson. But here comes Alex Smith for the lead on Bryce Egan. Looks like Smith, our pole sitter, will take the lead away. Samet Ozkin now in second. Caleb Rose in third on that inside. And RJ Beers fourth on the inside line. And you can see Jack Haas making his way back up through the field, making aggressive moves. Here we go, 3 wide for Jack Haas. But can't quite make it stick. So we're back down to 2 wide. Bryce Egan leading that outside lane. He'll be all the way back to the back of the pack right now. Still all 24 drivers in that lead pack currently. Nobody is out of the race. Caleb Rose now the inside of Samet Ozkin for that second position, as Alex Smith still leading at this point. Alex Smith having an impressive run today, especially after last race. Alex wasn't quite up there with the leaders, but now Alex Smith having a great run today, leading some laps, getting the pole. Here comes Nathan Ormond, RJ Beers, Bryce Egan to the inside. Looks like Egan was able to find a hole and made it back to the inside. So RJ Beers in that second position in that 19 car, trying to hunt down the leader of Alex Smith on lap 15. What will Beers be able to do? Looks like Beers won't get a great run this time around. Actually, never mind, I take that back. Here comes Beers to the inside of Alex Smith. RJ Beers going to be able to take the lead of the race. We've had so many different leaders today. Everybody just trying to get to the front every lap of this event. And here comes Samet Ozkin, actually 3 wide, looking 3 wide. Will Ozkin be able to hold it? Absolutely. Samet Ozkin 3 wide for the lead. Some of our first 3 wide action for the lead of the event. Alex Sanvital on the inside, also trying to make a move. Will that 41 car be able to get the lead at this point? No, because here comes Aaron Abel, who is looking, peeking, but Samet Ozkin will lead this lap. Samet Ozkin leads the lap. Aaron Abel also up front, right behind that 41 of Sanvital. RJ Beers leading the outside lane, or we should say the middle lane. Alex Smith actually leading that outside lane at the moment. Will Aaron Abel try and make a move? Yes, Aaron Abel with help from Wyatt O'Connor will make a move. There's CJ Gritter on that inside lane. And we've got a race on our hands. Abel makes it to second position. Ozkin still leading in that 22, but Abel in the 1 car, another one who hasn't had great runs this year, now making a dive for the lead. Here comes Aaron Abel. Wyatt O'Connor wasn't able to block CJ Gritter, and Aaron Abel will barely nudge out the lead that lap by 1/100th of a second. Very close at the line. Gotta hope that's the finish of the race today if you're Aaron Abel. But CJ Gritter in that second position, also trying to look for a move now. Looks like we've got the NR shuffle going. Now that the dominant drivers have been cycled back in the pack, everybody up front fighting for the lead. We've seen Haas be able to lead laps, we've seen Hubert able to lead laps, and we've seen Alex Smith able to lead laps consistently, but haven't really seen anyone else able to consistently keep the lead. Here comes Hubert looking 3 wide, won't quite get there. Aaron Abel might be put 3 wide, not quite. CJ Gritter leads that lap in the Kool-Aid 30 machine, with Skylar Taylor in second position. So Gritter finally getting his way to the front, having a good run today. At the moment, we'll see if that lasts. Here comes Hubert to the inside of Taylor. And that 36 car, very, very strong. You can see Hubert's just able to make moves that other drivers cannot make. As Eric Monaco also up front in that 3 machine right now in 3rd position. Same with Kensington. Voiles. We haven't talked about Daniel Voiles today, but Daniel Voiles on that inside line. Here comes Hubert for the lead, making the crossover to the inside. That 36 machine strong. Gotta watch out for the 36 as we have hit halfway in our exhibition event at Talladega. And now, since we've hit halfway in this event, you're going to see on the bottom of the screen the results from last week's question. Which speedway, super speedway I should say, had the most chaotic racing? Once again, we had one vote, and the answer there was Daytona. Daytona got one vote, the other two got no votes. So the public opinion, also known as one person, said that Daytona has the most chaotic racing of the super speedways. And now for your question of the week. This week, it's which manufacturer has a chance of having a breakout year this year in the DPORL Cup Series? Which manufacturer? Ford, Chevy, or Toyota? We're kind of evenly split throughout the field. Of course, Toyota doesn't have a whole lot, but you know, we'll just have to see. Which manufacturer do you believe has the chance of having a true breakout season this year, especially with our last couple races? Go ahead and respond to that in the poll, and we'll show these results for our last exhibition race, exhibition number 4. All right, let's get back to the racing here. Matthew Hubert in the 36, continuing to lead. Nick Kensington was second, but looks like CJ Gritter is going to take second position away. Not quite there at the line. They are really dead even at the line. Separated by less than 1/100th of a second. And like I said, that 36 car has been dominant. Able to stay up front when he's at the front. Now, it's a whole different story when you're shuffled back. It's a whole long process to get back up front. Here comes Jonathan Carrison to the inside of Gritter for that second position, as they just continue to cycle behind the 36 of Hubert. Bradley Ream in the 6, haven't talked a lot about Bradley today. Bradley Ream, unfortunately, has just not had the greatest luck when it comes to the end of these races. Has run up front, but just not able to get the win at the end of the event. We'll see if Ream can change that today. We've got 3 wide action. Alex Smith to the inside of Perez and Gritter. We got Magoon to the inside of Voiles and Kensington, as the top 5 are all clear and single file once again. You can see when there's 3 wide racing, there's always that one line that just goes up out front and pulls away. But it looks like Alex Smith is going to break that up, moving to the 4th position to the inside of Benny Watson. Zach Magoon going to fill that hole. Zach Magoon will get 5th position. There's Justin Perez on the inside, Bryce Egan, Jack Haas. They've all made their way to the inside. Here comes Alex Smith to the inside of Ream. And finally, we have another dominant car making its way up to the front to challenge this 36 car. That 27 of Alex Smith has just been able to make massive moves to the inside. Same with that 36, same with the 95 of Jack Haas. They've all been able to do what all the other cars in the field just could not do. Here comes Alex Smith again. It's fascinating to see all these cars that aren't able to just consistently make a move to the inside. And then these 3 are always the ones that are the aggressors. And we're finally seeing these drivers make their way back up to the front. You can see Hubert in the lead, Alex Smith in second, Bryce Egan 3rd on the inside line, and then you have Jack Haas, who's 4th on that inside line. And I think Bryce Egan is definitely a sleeper pick here. Egan's been able to make some moves as well, just not as much as the other 3 up here. As here comes Alex Smith to the inside to cycle out Hubert. We're going to have a lead change. Wow. I was not expecting that move to be made so quickly, but here we go. Alex Smith now to the lead. Looks like Hubert's really going to get cycled out. Here comes Abel making a huge move to the inside of Caleb Rose. Wow. Bryce Egan tucks in behind that 27 of Alex Smith, and Jack Haas in the 3rd position. Here we go. We've got some good cars up front. That means we're set for some good racing up front. Haas to the inside of Egan. And now Jack Haas looking to potentially take the lead from Alex Smith. Here we go. Lap 26 of 38. Haas to the inside. Jack Haas will take over the lead from Alex Smith. What a move. And now Jack Haas will look to hold on to that lead, or at least if Haas is going to fall back, he wants to fall back quickly at this point so he can make his way back up through the field in time. Kensington making a 3-wide move back in the pack on Taylor and Hubert. Nathan Ormond up front. There's Wyatt O'Connor, Samad Oskin in the 22, and Aaron Abel in the 1 car. You know that 22 and 1 are both very hungry to get a win today after 2 subpar runs recently, as here comes Samad Oskin to the inside of Aaron Abel, and here comes the newbies. Wyatt O'Connor, Nick Kensington to the inside to try and get a run here. They're going to try and build up a run on that 95 of Jack Haas to potentially steal the lead from one of the dominant cars of today on lap 27 of 38. Here comes Oskin. Here comes O'Connor. O'Connor is able to make the move before Oskin is. Wyatt O'Connor will be making the move for second. Kensington to the outside lane, and Nathan Ormond taking advantage of that to the inside lane. So it's going to be Haas, O'Connor, and Ormond 1, 2, 3 on the inside line right now, as O'Connor really trying to hunt down that 95. Can O'Connor make a move at all into turn 1? No, they're just going to stick in place. Haas, O'Connor, Ormond, Oskin, and Ream in that top 5 right now. Single filed out. Let's see who makes the move off the backstretch. Someone's going to make it. They're not all going to stay single file. Or maybe they are. Nope, never mind. Here comes Nathan Ormond to the inside, making a move for second position in the 24. And the 24 will now be in prime position to try and steal away that victory from Jack Haas. Still a long, long ways to go, though. We're only on lap 28 of 38, and remember, fuel mileage is still a question. Further back, we got one car that's starting to lose the draft, it appears. That 41 of Alex Sanvital, now hanging just barely onto the end of the draft, maybe completely losing the draft entirely. Very unfortunate for that 41. I wonder if something went wrong that we didn't see. But that 41 just not able to hold on to the back of that pack at the moment. Now maybe Sanvital will be able to just barely sniff the draft here and get back to the pack, but we'll just have to see at this moment. Pack is definitely starting to split a little bit. It's back up front, still the same 4. Trying to break away. Looks like Benny Watson, who had a fantastic run and a fantastic finish at Texas World last week, now looking to the inside, trying to get his second career win on the channel. But of course, Jack Haas and Nathan Ormond looking for their first wins. Looks like Watson's going to have a good run down the backstretch here. Will Watson be able to make a move? Yes, Watson and Carrison to the inside. Great move for those two, as we've got 3 wide all the way through here, as they almost wreck again, actually, but fade out into the corner. Watson to second, Carrison to third, Oskin will be fourth, Justin Perez to fifth. And we'll see what moves Benny Watson can make to potentially steal the lead away. Haas has been dominant, but if there's a group of cars working behind to take the lead, then Haas will not be able to hold on to that lead all by himself. He'll be able to make the moves by himself to get back up in front, but he won't be able to hold on to the lead when he's got a whole pack working behind. Let's see what Watson can do. Will Watson be able to make a move? No, Carrison makes a move first on Watson. Perez makes a move on Oskin, and here comes RJ Beers and Wyatt O'Connor. They're going to cycle Watson and Oskin out, and Jack Haas will continue to lead at the moment. Whoa, washing up the track here. Are we going to have pit stops? Let's see, is anyone pitting this time? No, just looks like they washed up the track massively. That was some weird AI stuff there. I don't know what happened. That was interesting. I wonder if there was something that caught their attention for them to wash up the track like that. I'm just not sure. Here comes Perez to the inside, and once again, that sneaky fast 42 car of Justin Perez trying to make a move on Carrison. He'll get that move done, and now going to try and make a move on Jack Haas. Wow. Will Perez be able to do anything at the moment? No, not quite at the moment. Haas will continue to lead on lap 32 of 38. But will Perez be able to make a move? Let's see. Here comes Sustry making a move up the track. Really washing up the track. Here we go. Pit stops. We've got pit stops. RJ Beers, Alex Smith, and Caleb Rose all in this time. And that 41 Alex Sanvital all in. That split up the pack massively. Wow. Looks like everybody's going to have to pit. That was really, really early. I was not expecting pit stops to come this early. In the test, some drivers were even able to make it to the end. So I wonder what happened here. That completely split up the pack, and now it's become a fuel mileage race. And I apologize for technical issues there. I had to make a cut in this because for some reason the disk space decided to implode on me. But anyway, here we go. Jack Haas making a move to the inside to pit. Justin Perez also pitting. It's Sustry and Hubert right now at the moment. These two fighting it out for position. We're going to enter lap 34 of 38. Hubert to the inside of Sustry. Looks like Hubert's going to make it work. Matthew Hubert's going to lead the race on lap 34 of 38. This might not be a fuel mileage event. Everybody might have to pit, which is just very, very interesting because seriously, when I was doing testing, I mean, everybody was, for the most part, able to make it. Some had to stop, but this is fascinating. This is very different. But right now, Matthew Hubert continuing to lead at the moment. Will they be pitting this time? Yes, yes, those two are pitting this time. Anyone staying out? Nope, here comes CJ Gritter in, Magoon, Ream, and Bianchi all coming in. And it looks like, for now, the leader that I can tell is Justin Perez. Yes, looks like Justin Perez is the leader at the moment. Jonathan Carrison is second. We have the 88 and the 42 battling for the lead. These are the two that came out in front, according to my ticker. I don't have really anything else to go on, so we're just going to have to go off of this until everything cycles through. Jonathan Carrison now to the inside of Justin Perez. It looks like it's going to be these two battling for the win. We are on lap 35, and it looks like someone actually hit lap 35. Looks like CJ Gritter. There's Sustry. There's Hubert. Okay, so Matthew Hubert coming out. Will Hubert maintain the lead? It looks like Hubert may maintain the lead. Yes, looks like that will happen. There's a pack forming behind, led by Jack Haas at the moment. Matthew Hubert currently leads on lap 35 of 38. Sorry for the confusion, but these pit cycles absolutely changed everything, and Hubert has a huge lead at the moment. Can the pack run him down? That's the question. Looks like we've got a pack formed behind these three. Here's CJ Gritter, Jack Haas, RJ Beers, Nick Kensington, Daniel Voiles, Caleb Rose. All trying to hunt down the leader. Here's Perez, Sustry, and Carrison. But look at this. Matthew Hubert out in the lead by over 2 seconds at the moment. But that gap's got to be closing right now, as these three cars are in the draft behind. Will they be able to close in? That is the question. Justin Perez on the inside trying to make a pass. That might hurt him. Hubert still leads at the moment, but we're going to be coming to 2 laps to go in this wild, weird, wacky event. Here comes that 36 car all by himself. Must be a weird feeling to be leading the race by that much. But here comes the pack. They will make it. And here comes Sustry now to the outside with a massive, massive run. Will Sustry make a move? Yes, to the outside. Here comes Justin Perez. Here comes Harrison to the inside. Oh boy, we got some racing here. Harrison to the inside, Beers to the inside, here comes Voiles. What will Voiles do? Voiles makes the move to the inside. Hubert gets cycled all the way to the back, and we've got a lead pack. Unbelievable. We're coming to the white flag, and it's still anybody's race at the moment. Harrison making a move to the inside of Perez. Caleb Rose to the inside. 1 lap to go at Talladega. Will Harrison make a move? Not yet. Harrison not making a move, and look at this, it's Daniel Voiles looking to steal another win away. Caleb Rose in the 8 car. Let's see what the move will be down the backstretch. Who's going to make that move? Rose making the move. Harrison staying in line, so it'll be between... Oh no, here we go, Harrison to the inside. Harrison to the inside. Caleb Rose second on that inside line. Sustry gets hung out. And it's going to be between Jonathan Harrison and Caleb Rose. Can Caleb Rose steal a win away? Here comes Caleb Rose to the inside of Harrison. We're going to be side by side coming to the line. Here we go. Caleb Rose, Jonathan Harrison to the line. It's Caleb Rose getting the win. Unbelievable. Oh, man. Unbelievable racing. These first 3 races, I cannot believe this. I'm just having the time of my life recording this, and Caleb Rose able to steal the win away from Jonathan Harrison off the final corner. What a win for Caleb Rose. I can't believe it. What a race. What a race. Oh man. So I apologize for the glitch on lap 33. That's my fault with not paying attention to disk space, but it was all worth it to continue recording. Oh, man. Wow. So Caleb Rose getting the victory in a fantastic finish that did involve pit stops. So there you go. I did not expect that at all. Man, I'm so happy. I'm thrilled for this series. I mean, we are going to have a great year coming up if the racing continues like this. It's been so much fun, and now let's take a look at your finishing order as Caleb Rose pulls into his pit box here. Looking at the official standings right now, we have Caleb Rose winning the event over Jonathan Harrison. Harrison finishing second, good run. CJ Gritter, good run in the 30 car to finish third. And Kyler Sustry in 4th position. In 5th position, we have that 43 of Nick Kensington, the best finishing new sign-up of this race. So congrats, Nick, getting a top 5 in your first event. Daniel Voiles finishing 6th after all that. And Jack Haas finishing 7th with probably the most dominant car of the event. RJ Beers in 8th gets another top 10. Good for RJ Beers. Justin Perez in 9th position, falling all the way back. And speaking of falling all the way back, wow, Matthew Hubert falling all the way back to 10th position after leading by 2 seconds with just a couple laps to go. In 11th, you have Zach Magoon. There's Lucian Bianchi. Alex Sanvital with actually a great finish considering how far back Alex was. But good run considering the circumstances. Bryce Egan gets 14th in the 14 car, just not able to attached to the lead pack despite having a very good car. Benny Watson ends up finishing 15th. Brandon Rose in the 16th position. Samad Ozkin, another unfortunate run, in 17th. Nathan Ormond finishing 18th. Aaron Abel, 19th position. And Eric Monaco rounding out your top 20. Then outside the top 20 is Skylar Taylor, Alex Smith. Wow, really unfortunate run for Alex Smith there. Had a great run going, but pit stops ultimately just didn't work out for that 27 car. Wyatt O'Connor in the 23rd position, but finishing last and 23 seconds off the pace. Must have had a terrible, terrible pit stop. Was the 6 of Bradley Ream. Another unfortunate event. But either way, what a race. Just a fantastic event. I mean, I've seriously enjoyed recording these races so much. This series makes me so happy and so excited, and I just can't wait to continue bringing this material to you. And so with that, we're finally going to go ahead and sign off after a fun event. This is Drew Webb, or That DP Guy, signing off.